What's good? This your man servant Kane telling you what it do, and you already know what it is. It's the Fuck the Government podcast. Man, I wish I had a guitar riff. What's good? This your man servant Kane tell you what it do. What up, though, Jordan? Shouts out. We in this bitch. First one here. I see you got the notification. I see you got the notification. This shit is wild. We got some news, dog. We got some bad news, man. We lost the fellow actor. My nigga for Mortal Kombat, dog. 75 years old. You sure already know who I'm about to say. Shang Tsung, dog, passed away yesterday, man. I didn't even know that shit. Shang Tsung, your soul is mine. He gone, y'all. Damn. He was 75. He passed away from a stroke, y'all. Shang Tsung, dog. Yeah, man. Shang Tsung. He gone, dog. I know his last name is Tagawa. I don't know his first and middle, but I know his last name is Tagawa. But we know him as Shang Tsung. Some people know him from playing in that movie with Dolph Lundgren. I forgot the name of that Dolph Lundgren movie, but like he was the bad guy in that shit. And when they called him back to do the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, he carried that motherfucking game. That shit was ass. Shang Tsung carried that motherfucking game on his back by himself. And plus, if anybody a fan of Mortal Kombat, y'all already know. You know, like if anybody follows the Mortal Kombat series, if anybody followed that shit, you sure already know. You know, like it kind of fell off after Armageddon. Like it fell off after Armageddon. I try to come back and give it a chance with the when it came out with part 9, it was pretty cool. And then 10 happened, I was like, ah. And then 11 happened, I was like, I was on a balance mode, and then 11 Aftermath happened. I was like, good shit, Shang Tsung, good shit. And then the Mortal Kombat 1, the reboot of the new timeline, was ass. That shit was garbage. I covered that shit. You probably got to go to my second channel, though. You got to go to my second channel, because I was going to do just gaming and music over there. And I covered from the beginning to the end. I got the screenshots. I'm telling the story of everything. Played that shit. Shit was garbage. But it's the Fuck the Government podcast. And we gonna motherfucking talk about Shang Tsung real quick. Because that's the news, y'all.
Timing. It was the purpose of everything about life being timing. It was the perfect time. In that Mortal Kombat as a video game, by the time we did the film, that it was on number 4 or 5, and the movie itself, the impact had to do with certainly the build of the video games, and at that time, other games, Double Dragon, Mario Brothers, Mortal Kombat struck a nerve, and especially with the genius of an Englishman, 28-year-old Paul Anderson.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
That was Tagawa's words, talking about the timing and how the build-up was. Like he embraced the character, and he know that's the character that we all love. So like sometimes we see him out there in public, we be like, say the line. He be like, your soul is mine. I love that shit. I love that shit, man. Gonna miss him, dog. He was a cool character. Not as impactful death as Kevin Conroy. that played, Batman the Animated Series, or Jason David Frank that played the White Ranger, the Green Ranger, Black Dino Ranger. You know what I'm saying? Now that shit was my motherfucking childhood. But at the same time, Mortal Kombat came out during that same time. Power Rangers was at the height of his fucking career. I think it came out with a movie that same year. I'm not really sure. I think Mortal Kombat and the Power Rangers came out in the same fucking year. I'm not really sure. They're probably a year apart. But man, seeing that motherfucker for the first time, beating a nigga ass at the beginning of the movie, talking about your soul is mine. You will be next. I'm gonna never forget, man. Moms took us to the movies to go see that shit. And plus, after that, we went to the arcade. But nigga, that movie changed my life, dog. Like everybody was fighting each other on the way out the movie theater. I swear to God, everybody was beating each other ass like Mortal Kombat. Nigga, let's be real. This is rapid fire news on the Fuck the Government podcast. This is part of the news. And at the same time, reflecting on childhood, you know what it is. But Liu Kang got his ass beat in that movie. Even though he's a star, he got his ass beat in that movie. Reptile whooped that nigga ass. Reptile. That nigga kicked that nigga through a stone wall automatically. Back broken, spinal broken, head trauma, all that shit. You dead it off the first kick. Nigga blue. Stage transition. KO. Flawless victory. That's how it's supposed to have been. But no. Somehow this nigga Liu Kang game there's a certain piece of adrenaline or something to just go ham. And he did the bicycle kick. That shit was cold. Scorpion whooped Johnny Cage ass in that motherfucking Dark Realm. That nigga Johnny Cage got his ass beat. And then Scorpion kills himself by taking off his mask. And this power level just drops to 0. Like, get the fuck, you just stand in one spot. And then you let Johnny Cage run up to you and slice you. You just stand there like, and then he slice you again. I'm like, nigga, what happened to the fight skill? Sonya, she wanted to kill Kano. That was a good fight. But Liu Kang got his ass beat by Reptile. Johnny Cage got his ass beat by Scorpion. Don't know how the motherfucker they won that. But like Sonya got her win though. But Raiden was the best part of Mortal Kombat. But Shang Tsung played a good bad guy. He had a good motherfucking presence. What made Shang Tsung great about the movie, it was like, yo, he had presence. He had presence. When the gun was on him, when the motherfucking gun was drawn, like Shang Tsung just standing there like, bitch, I got Scorpion and Sub-Zero, deadliest of enemies. But servants under my motherfucking power, nigga, with a smile on his face. Nigga, like bitch. Like, what the fuck? And Johnny Cage fighting Goro. Okay, now that shit right there. Goro should have killed Johnny Cage. I'm sorry. But all man's weak points. Every man has that same weakness. When you get punched in the balls or kicked in the balls, yo, nigga, you fucked up. You fucked up. But Johnny Cage was smart. He took the battle to a place where that was narrow and he motherfucker could die. So, Johnny Cage was smart, but Goro killed everybody in that motherfucking ring. But it was a great movie. And when they did the new Mortal Kombat, yes, the choreography was great. It was just with Scorpion and Sub-Zero. But that new character, Cole, he looked like Bronze Kneecap from Fairly Odd Parents. What the fuck is that about? And then they got some new powers and shit. So it was dragon tattoo and shit. What? Nigga, that's not Mortal Kombat. But the choreography was great. But it's all about that new Mortal Kombat. I mean the old Mortal Kombat. Even though it it was rated the way it was rated. But yeah, you know, we get flack about the new Mortal Kombat because like there was no tournament. It was just motherfuckers preventing motherfuckers from making it to the tournament. So now part 2 is going to be the tournament. Like we get flack about that. But when we go back to the original Mortal Kombat, yes, I'm going to the continuity storyline, Lord. I know I'm a nerd. I'm sorry. But they didn't even say the qualifications of all those niggas that was fighting Goro. You know what I'm saying? What was the number of Liu Kang and Johnny Cage? What was their number? Shit like that. Or was it just random? What's love, Vanta? Yes, I saw it's kind of questionable, but he gotta be funny. He gotta be funny. But they might just change it around. Salute Vanta, what up, though? You already know what it is. Yeah, I think his name Carl Urban. But like I just gotta see. But they bringing back Kano. I'm like, okay, y'all knew we loved Kano. I'm like, nigga, Johnny Cage was supposed to be Kano of the first Mortal Kombat, but no, you got Kano to be the most lovable guy, and he the bad guy. He's the fucking bad guy. The movie was so trash that we love Kano. That was crazy. Now, in the original Mortal Kombat, Kano, we knew that nigga was a creep, and we knew we wanted to see that nigga dead, and we wanted Sonya to do it, and she did it. You know, like with this nigga's alive. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, bring him back for some more funny shit. So, here we go. But I need to see the final trailer. I only saw, I think I saw like trailer 1 or trailer 2. I think I need to see the final trailer, like if they got it out. Because they always be coming out with like trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3, then they come with the final theatrical trailer. So I need to check it out. I got to check it out again. So thanks, Vanta, for hooking me up. Much love to my UK correspondent. You already know. Man, shouts out. Shouts out. You already know. Salute. Peace to the chat, fellow brother and comrade. You already know what it is. Fuck the government. Yep, with Carl Urban and Johnny Cage. Yep. He gotta be funny because, like, we know Johnny Cage from all the shit for being funny. He's supposed to be funny. But if they go another direction with him, they just gotta give him some good lines because I'm a fan. First and foremost, I'm a fan of storyline, dialogue, then the cinematography, then the action. Then like the action is last with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to love action movies and comedy in the beginning, but like then, I started seeing different movies and realizing, holy shit, movies is more than just action and laughing. Like this is some real deep shit that I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on, let me just get close. Holy shit, that's a good motherfucking shot of a sunrise and a sunset. Holy shit. That's a good shot. Then I'm realizing about cinematography and like real good fucking writers. Like, like now everything is a remake or a rehash, no creativity, no originality, no uniqueness. Everything is just like, nigga, let's cash in on a franchise that everybody loved and fuck it up. Let's put some fruitcake shit in it. Let's put some political shit in it. Let's fuck it up. And you wonder why we watch Asian media. You wonder why. You know what I'm saying? Good storyline, good dialogue, good cinematography. Now, even when it comes to the games, great gameplay. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. Look it up. The stats do not lie. It's 8:30 there. That's what's up. It's 8:30 there. I think it's around dinner time. What you about to cook up? What you about to cook up unless you already ate? Shouts out to the UK. You already know. Yup. Salute. Tony, yeah, Lord. It's good. It's good. Shouts out to everybody. It's that Friday high day. But RIP. Yep. Nah, you got some shit going on in Detroit. You know, I got to get some Detroit news. Just that rapid fire news. And then we're going to fly to the UK. Wait a minute. Should we go to Detroit or should we go talk about that Somalia shit? I don't know why Somalia is attacking black people. I'm like, yo, I didn't even know about Somalia until I heard about the Somalia pirates. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what a Somalia was until I heard about Somalia pirates, and I forgot what year that was. I don't know if it was what the early 2010s or probably less than that. Or was it Black Hawk Down? I'm not really sure. But Black Hawk Down was the shit. Them niggas wasn't playing. Fuck the government. I know everybody want to root for the motherfucking government or the military in that movie, but goddamn. Those niggas was on fucking point. Ooh, shit. Nigga, y'all crashed in enemy territory. Nigga, what the fuck y'all expect to happen? Man, Black Hawk Down was crazy. That shit was crazy. But salute to everybody. Kate needs his glasses there because I was chiming in the topic, bro. Oh, yeah, you was yeah, I think I need my fucking glasses. You said they took out the dude for the MK movie for energy harvesting. Who was energy harvesting? Oh no, you must be joking. Yeah, I'm going up in the chat now, but like it is Hollywood. They was probably doing that shit for real. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Yeah, Sub-Zero is the man, but I don't even know who played him though. Like I forgot his name because motherfuckers wear a mask. But like when it comes to the new Mortal Kombat, that fight with Scorpion and Sub-Zero was awesome. Like from the beginning until they fought each other again. That shit was great. Like I wish they would have fought each other in the original movie, but like they was used as slaves by Shang Tsung. Yup. But this is awesome. I'm scrolling through the chat now. Get over here. I'm here, baby. What the? I like when that nigga looked up at Johnny Cage. It was like, get down here. And he kicked that shit down. When he said that, man, the fucking shit was so hilarious because he didn't really have to say it. But like him saying it just was so fucking funny. Get down here. It was a cheesy movie though, but it was a great movie. Like it was great. It was fucking great. It was a fucking great movie. Oh man, shouts out to y'all, man. You got to give our motherfucking pay homage to Shang Tsung, dog. Watch that. I gotta watch Children of the Sun. I never seen it. So that means I gotta check it out. Children of the Sun on my book. Children of the Sun. Bet it up. I'm checking that out. I'm buffing. God damn it. I'm still buffing? How I sound now? If it ain't one thing, it's another. Damn, still buffering. Shit. y'all hear me now? Please let me know if y'all hear me. God damn, this is some bullshit, huh? If it ain't one thing, it's another, y'all. No matter if I'm on motherfucking YouTube Live or on StreamYard. This is wild, man. This is wild. This is wild. But fuck it. What the fuck I was about to motherfucking click on? Oh, shit. Jeff Bezos. Oh, we're gonna do Trump first. Oh, no, I forgot. Oh no, we still in rapid fire news. We in Detroit. Salute, Big Dog Philly OG.
I was just scared at first. But how old are you? 16. Hayden Peoples didn't even know she was pregnant until it was happening. I had texted.
Yo, I'm like, first things first. I never knew a time in my life. Me, when I was scrolling through the motherfucking TV shows and I stumbled across some shit I didn't know I was pregnant. I'm like, how can you not know when all I hear is I know my body? Well, then how the fuck you didn't know you was pregnant and the baby just popped out? You don't. I don't know. I do not know. Can someone please explain that shit to me? Someone please explain it to me. But shouts out to Big Dog Philly OG. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for coming through. No matter if I'm on YouTube Live or on StreamYard, they're going to fuck with me. But after this live, we're going to do a Fuck the Haters jam session. You already know it. Then, we're going to game for a minute. And then we're going to chill and smoke every day. But, yeah, let's go.
And okay, we're going to Detroit. 3 pushes into the toilet, and there he was. Peyton's mom, Kyra, was at a family member's Peyton home alone. I cleaned him off, and then I looked up on TikTok how to cut my umbilical cord, and I cut the cord.
She's 16, y'all. She said, I looked up on TikTok to cut the umbilical. What the fuck is up with these parents? I'm like, I hear that she is young, and I guess I know she's 16, but I hear something else behind those words, and I don't want to say retarded. I hear, what is that fucking word? I think she's mentally unstable. I don't want to say she's retarded though. And I still blame the parents.
She was terrified and spun a tale that someone dumped the baby on the porch of her family's West Side.
Because I think if you mentally stable, you would know if you're pregnant or not. But like I'm saying, I don't want to say a motherfucker retarded. At least not in this case. But I know some people gonna say, man, nigga, that bitch retarded. Somebody gonna say it. Somebody gonna say it, but I'm not gonna be the one to say it.
Right home, he was never on the porch. Huh? Why on my porch? That's what I kept asking. Why on my porch? Why on my porch? Why on my porch? Kyra believed her daughter. They're close. Posting this on social media, and it spread everywhere. They called 911. Detroit police then brought Peyton into Children's Hospital downtown Detroit to be ruled out as the mom. That's when Peyton fessed up. Little Paxton was hers. It was already hard for her to raise us, so it was like, that's just adding another burden on her back. I didn't want to do that. The baby is always a blessing. It was just that my baby went through this virus. Kyra, a single mom to 4 kids. Money was already tight, and now a grandbaby. We're going to figure it out. I'm going to keep going to work. She's going back to school. I'm going to do midnights. She's going to go to school in the day. Switch off.
Shit wild. Shit wild. I'm like, yo, mom, you didn't know your daughter was out there smashing people? You ain't give the birds and the bees, say like wear protection, man. What happened to that, man? What happened to that? It used to be like when you reach a certain age, you get that sit down. You get that sit down. We don't get to sit down no more. What happened to the birds and the bees? What happened to that conversation? Yes, it's very uncomfortable, but this will keep you safe. Now, due to my mom not motherfucker being a parent, I got the birds and the bees talk from my auntie. You know, and it was short. She was like, I already know what it is. You at this age, here go some condoms. Just in case it can happen anytime. R.I.P. to my auntie Pam. You know what I'm saying? Oh. And I think my uncle said the same thing. R.I.P. to him. He just passed on the 24th. We still got to find a day to meet up. I guess everybody got to meet up on a certain day. I guess like do some type of shit, man. But like, I'm not popping up because your son's going to be there. And the last thing your son did was steal from me. I don't want to bring this motherfucker neck in front of everybody, in front of the casket or the urn, whatever the fuck. I don't want to fuck nobody up on the what's so called supposed to be a sad or a celebration or whatever the fuck. I just don't want to be around. So, and plus, if anybody asks why, motherfucker, ask grandma. Or ask my cousin. This is why Jesse ain't there, because he want to fuck somebody up. And I can't fuck up the son of the motherfucker that's dead. So even though this motherfucker stole from me. So like at the end of the day, if you don't want to get popped in the fucking face, let me be. I'll grieve home right here. You pop up, I swear to fucking Moses, your ass is dead. I will send you straight to your father. And this shit saying go for my little brother. That nigga stole from me. I'm like, nigga, like, don't expect to come around and expect the like real shit. Y'all motherfuckers in y'all 30s, y'all still acting like kids. I'll be 40 in the next motherfucking 3 years. You think I'm about to be around some bullshit like that? No, nigga, I'm gonna do your ass like that motherfucker nigga did off of Kill Bill when he shot that bitch when she opened up that door. Allegedly. But I'm just saying, you know. Yo, this is real life, man. Shit, you know, shit. This is real life. I ain't sugarcoating shit. But I can say, like, the last thing I did for my uncle was take care of that motherfucker that stole from me for 6 months. It's like housing a fucking mental patient. Like, yo, like I could kick back with no shame, guilt, and regret. You know? That was a good brother. But your son ain't shit. But shouts out to everybody. But like on the Detroit news, I just wish the mother would have just talked to the daughter, because like, you know, because like she sound like she's mentally unstable. But you can't be mentally unstable if you know what fucking is. So, you know, it all goes back to the parent. But let's go to Somalia. I mean, let's go to Minnesota. Is it Minnesota? I'm not sure.
African Americans, right? They're like so hateful on TikTok. Let me remind you of all the African American. There was a time where police were unaliving a lot of African Americans, but when it comes to the state of Minnesota, the Somali people that you guys spewing so much hate on. Let me tell you about what happened during George Floyd. When George Floyd happens, we understood that when you come for one black man, you're coming for all of us. And we stood by them. We raise our voices. There's no way any
I ain't see no Somalians out there in those protests. Real shit. I'm just being honest. To me personally, like, I think it's propaganda of those motherfuckers being attacked. I'm like, nigga, I don't motherfucking see shit over here. But I forgot this is Minnesota. But like, let her keep going.
who were among those protesters can say that Somali people were not among them. We were among them. We raised voices. We chanted Black Lives Matter with our chests open.
Yeah, but keep on forgetting that shit was funded by George Soros. Most of those motherfuckers were agents, and like the rest were just brainwashed sheep. Like, yeah, Black Lives Matter. But the motherfucker that funded that shit is George Soros, and the motherfuckers that ran that shit got on the TED Talk saying that we're here to destroy the family structure on some Marxist shit. And then the other leaders took your money and bought a mansion. Hey, guys, she's screaming, "Who is out there? Let you Black Lives." So which one is her? Is she the agent or the sheep that's pushing the propaganda? Either way it go, it's all bad. It's all bad.
Wide. So for you to just come at us like that when we support it, that's insane. That's insane. Oh my God. Stop it.
This charger actually.
Hold
on. What? What do you mean? Hey, I'm gonna play that video again because something I wanna home in on. Ma'am, we had nothing to do with this. Like, you talking about hate? What hate? Look, I'm gonna keep it 100. I never even knew what Somalia was. I'm talking about.
and if anybody don't know what's going on, they're cracking down on Somalians and they're getting them out of here. So somehow we are involved in it as Black people. I don't like what the fuck is this motherfucker talking about? But I understand the propaganda machine that they're trying to push. They just keep stoking division when there's no reason for it. Like, what the fuck? We don't even know what the fuck going on. All we know is ICE deporting illegals. If you count as an illegal, nigga, like, we ain't involved in that. Like, even if we want to, like, we still gonna get kicked out because, like, you nigga, y'all don't like us. I think all skin folk ain't kin folk, right? So it's like, nigga, what?
Going back to Port Arthur. When I was raised every day in Port Arthur, Black Americans never discussed no Somalia. The only countries that would be discussed because they were in the news was South Africa, because all the stuff with apartheid, and I would say Ethiopia, because the videos with Sally Struthers.
That shit made me cry. Like, mad dog, nigga. I was a kid seeing that shit. I cried like a bitch. But that was all I saw. It was it was Africa and Ethiopia shit. Never heard about Somalia until I motherfucking saw some Somalian pirates and motherfucking shit. You know, they was robbing boats. I forgot what year I first seen that shit. But like when every year the Somalian pirates was out there robbing motherfuckers, that's what I
fun. That's the only two countries that I can remember as a kid being discussed. Outside of Ethiopia and South Africa, we didn't discuss no Somalia.
The way you make the truth is damn funny. I mean, no goddamn Somalia. Let's see, or a fire emoji or something. I'm trying to click on it and it ain't letting it go on the screen. So like this is how I put in your comment on the phone to find out. Okay, now it just popped up. Wow. I got a feeling they watching me, y'all. As soon as I was about to go check, they all right, cool. Let's put it back. Man, I know what y'all doing. No matter if I'm on YouTube Live or on StreamYard, they're gonna fuck with me, y'all. Like, I'm surprised I ain't get a phone call yet. Started barking. See, get out of my head. But anyway, we got a scandal going on.
Dollar welfare fraud scandal in Minnesota was enabled by DEI. Let me explain. Between 2020 and now, federal prosecutors say that more than $1 billion was stolen from Minnesota's social service programs and funneled to fraudulent nonprofits like Feeding Our Future. These organizations claim services for tens of thousands of children who didn't exist. Instead, taxpayer dollars went to funding luxury houses, high-end cars, jewelry, overseas real estate projects, and worst of all, Al-Shabaab, an Islamist terrorist group in Somalia. Now,
An Islamic terrorist group in Somalia. And y'all being deported. This going on, a bunch of scams of getting money from people that don't even exist. But yeah, how is we attacking them and y'all motherfucking attacking the system, taking money from people that's supposed to deserve it. But scandal.
Reporting shows that the Minnesota Department of Education officials noticed red flags early. They questioned invoices that made no mathematical sense. They noticed new feeding centers were registered in strip malls that were basically empty. They saw providers claiming to serve more meals than there were children living in entire zip codes. And every time they tried to investigate, they were hit with the same accusation. If you expose this, it's racist. That's because Feeding Our Future was run by American citizens of Somali heritage. When the state began scrutinizing their applications, the organization filed a discrimination complaint with the Minnesota Department of Human Rights and later sued the Department of Education, accusing it of racial bias and discrimination. Feeding Our Future weaponized DEI by telling the Minnesota Department of Education that failing to promptly approve new applicants from minority-owned businesses would result in a lawsuit featuring accusations of racism that would be sprawled across the news. In the post-George Floyd climate, that threat carried enormous political power. So agencies backed off, approvals kept flowing, and the fraud exploded. Most people charged in this fraud are a tiny fraction of Minnesota's Somali community, which is now stuck with the stigma of a small group of offenders and a state government too scared to enforce basic rules. Minnesota is now shutting collapse in the first place. What happened wasn't just fraud. It was fraud that thrived because people put the desire to prop up diversity, equity, and inclusion over reality. And in the end, the taxpayers and residents of Minnesota are the real losers.
Yep. So that's why the Somalians are bitching. So that's why the Somalians are bitching. I get it. Y'all got caught in some fraudulent shit and y'all want some support from black people. Y'all saying we attacking y'all. But like, nigga, we don't even know y'all even have a small community in this bitch. Nigga, we try to survive. But y'all out here doing fraud shit, taking our money. But yet need our help and support. I hate that shit. Y'all don't like us either. If I was on one of those motherfucking luxury boats and y'all Somalian pirates popped up, you'll be robbing me too. That shit wild. We about to go to the UK. The Prince.
Culver's late show throwing jibes at President Trump by claiming that America had elected a king, a nod to the No Kings protest. He also made a series of awkward jokes as he joined in on a Christmas sketch about being a prince in a Hallmark movie.
Isn't there a handsome prince standing in front of you?
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Fresco.
That's horrible.
Well, joining me in one.
Yeah. Of the Prince was on site. I mean, the motherfucking Colbert or some shit like that. And it was awkward. It was very awkward. I'm like, the royal family shouldn't do nothing but sit down their ass like they've been doing. Don't speak. Don't say nothing. Just wave. Do the royal wave. Salute Eyes Wide Shut. What up, though? Right. They scamming and not breaking bread. Now they want to cry. Get the fuck out of here. Exactly. Exactly. Y'all was getting y'all bread, sending that shit back to y'all family in Somalia, making them more rich. Where y'all was doing fries and shit here, taking money from us. Now you want to, man, get the fuck out of here. That's why ISIS on y'all ass. Katie, no. Christy, no, out there locking niggas up and shooting people's puppies and shit. Nigga, no puppies were harming in the making of this podcast. But Christy, no. Well, shoot your puppy if you got one. I swear to God. Dog, South Park is petty as fuck. They read that book, read that moment where she had to put her puppy down, where she could have just took it to the pound and got it, given away or some shit. But dog, she took it to a fucking ditch and put a hole in it. South Park took that shit and ran the fuck off with that shit. And every scene, this bitch shooting puppies. She's shooting puppies in front of Petco, went inside the Petco like motherfucker. I'm like, this is wrong. This is wrong. And South Park got 5 years with Paramount. These niggas about to be on it. These niggas gonna be doing this shit all the way up to 2030. South Park is carrying the generation on its back. Nigga. Button gotta shoot? Who do I gotta freaking shoot to get a good fucking live, man? What the fuck? Let me know if y'all hear me, man. This shit wild, son. They're gonna keep on kicking me out. They're gonna keep on kicking me out my own fucking live. But everybody else get to play a full fucking live. No fucking problems, dog. God damn. But if my shit was shouts out. If my shit was buffing on the last couple words I said South Park is the court jester of life. You know, that was the last thing I was saying. But yeah, yeah, but like we're in the UK talking about the Prince.
Washington still this evening, Federico de Jesus, former spokesperson for Barack Obama, and Ashley Breastfield, reporter for the Daily Call. What do you make of it, Federico, when you see our wonderful Prince Harry, grandson of the Queen, son of King Charles, messing around on TV like that?
I don't believe in monarchies. I don't really care about the tabloid aspect of what he wrote or Meghan wrote or didn't write. So, you know, if it wasn't funny and it was cringe, then that's bad for Stephen's ratings. And if it was, then great. Freedom of speech.
So you must quite like it then when royals make wallies of themselves, make idiots of themselves, because maybe you think, okay, this is good because this means the whole thing is going to come crumbling down.
Maybe when I was
even, you know, like I ain't heard the last thing, if my shit was buffing, I'm like, you're part of the royal family. You ain't supposed to be really doing shit, but just waving and smiling and saying what up, shaking people's hands, getting the fuck on out of there. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And I think some of the people over there in the UK want to, you know, like, you know, that's brainwashed by royalty. They want to see you actually show some respect and not be cringeworthy. You know what I'm saying? You know, like sit in the audience and say what up or some shit. Or just wave, nigga. Basically, like y'all tell us, shut up and dribble. Just shut the fuck up and wave.
think that, but it's such an industry in your country, and I am against monarchy, but I also the right of sovereign nations to decide their future is yours, so you should decide that, and not the U.S. or tabloids either.
Yeah, well, one American, Meghan Markle, has done a good job of deciding for us the fate of Prince Harry. Ashley, where do you stand on Harry, fan?
I'm not a fan myself. You know, we call him the spare, right? He labeled himself as that. But Meghan Markle, it seems to influence him in a lot of ways. I think the Stephen Colbert appearance, this has a lot. I mean, Stephen Colbert has been very angry at the president, makes a shot at Harry as well at the no king comment with President Trump. So why did you come to America then? And you live in a $1 million Montecito mansion in California. So it's a little, I don't enjoy him being present here. I think South Park did a great job mocking them a little bit, saying, no, we want privacy. We want privacy.
Brought up South Park. The bitch brought up South Park on the news covers talking about the Prince. She watches South Park. She was like, I'm happy that South Park made fun of this motherfucker. We want privacy. We want privacy. And now your ass want to be in the spotlight. Oh, yeah, we know who told you to do that. It had to be your wife. Come on, since you don't want to be part of the royal family, we got to be part of the new Royal Celebrity Society. Come on, Megan, I want privacy. Bitch, you go do what I say. Okay. But it did like he go to King Charles, like, duh. Father, I want to give her the Princess Diana treatment. Finally, you wake the fuck up. The fuck you doing getting with that bitch anyway? Give her the Princess Diana treatment. And then there's going to be another scandal. man, I hope that shit don't happen for real. I hope that shit don't happen for real. And they're going to quote these words. They're going to be like, yo, the hurricane saw the future.
And, you know, that's all they wanted to do, but they continue to have failed deals with places like Netflix, I believe Spotify even, with Meghan Markle. It's just like, please stop being on my, television and making comments.
Hell yeah. The lizard people. Yup, that show V. V was the shit. I ain't really too much care for the new one. What kept me watching the new one was the reptilian bad bitch with the short hair. I thought she was kind of fucking hot. But the original one from back in the day, that shit was fucking lit. That shit almost scared me. I was like, holy shit. And that girl ripped that motherfucking human face off. And that motherfucking guy, I was like, oh shit. That shit was wild, son. That shit was wild. But yeah. I watched the new V series, but not the original. Check out the original. Like I liked the new one because what kept me watching it was the bad bitch, the motherfucking reptilian queen chick. It was just something about the way she looked, the way she walked. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, she can get it. Yeah, I said it. Y'all remember the movie Species? The movie Species 1. Species 1. Fellas, is it worth the risk? Is it worth the fucking risk? Species was wild. Species was wild. Check out the first Species movie. Check out the first Species movie. That shit was wild. Oh man. Okay, my shit not fucking up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. We're still in the UK. Let's go.
I'm not sure what I think about that. I mean, if you're not doing anything wrong, does it really matter? I guess, yes, there's a case for freedom of movement, and, you know, this stuff can be hacked and leaked. I mean, that's the one thing I worry about. And so, you know, if somebody got into that system and managed to get hold of it, they could then use that for nefarious reasons, blackmailing someone who shouldn't be in a certain street at a certain time because they're having an affair or whatever they might be doing. I mean, is that the guts, Soph, of the arguments that people are putting up against it?
The arguments are that against it, that it is a step too far. Why do we need to be monitoring what people are doing all the time? Is this necessary? But we do have a very serious crime problem here in the UK, Steve, and we've got prisoners being let out incorrectly from prisons.
Prisoners being let out incorrectly. I don't think it's incorrectly. I think they doing it on purpose to motherfucking keep the crime up, to motherfucking keep the fear and intimidation going. So motherfuckers be like, save me. They're going to upgrade security and upgrade cops and upgrade the surveillance. This is all fucking designed to happen. Because ain't no way in the fuck you just going to let out motherfucking prisoners incorrectly. Nah. You just put some old motherfucking murderers, liars, and thieves on the street. Thanks a lot. This is why this the Fuck the Government podcast. Fuck the Parliament too. Because what type of shit is that? That is like the Joker letting out all the inmates in Arkham. You know, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck are y'all thinking? What the fuck is y'all thinking? And yeah, y'all still want to upgrade AI. Y'all still want to upgrade this shit. Well, guess what? The AI is on the side of the criminals because it let those niggas out. Because ain't no way the fuck a human behind the computer did that shit. Unless it goes back to my theory. The Parliament did that shit on fucking purpose to instill fear in the community so motherfuckers can get scared so they can up the surveillance some more. They're already putting this digital ID shit. This is motherfucking full 1984. This is like full control. It's like, this shit is wild. But they got to pull off these crazy ass events to motherfucking make the shit go. You know what I'm saying? So like the UK is going through it, y'all. I won't be surprised if that shit happens over here.
Here, there's a couple on the run at the moment. This seems to be a common occurrence here. So this is a way for the Home Office to look at strengthening their powers given to police to make it easier to track down alleged suspects and criminals.
To track down alleged suspects and criminals. That means upgrade the surveillance tech and start rounding up people for no fucking reason. Instead of going after the criminals that got let out improperly. Come on. What the fuck did I just say? Like, come on. Hurricane don't see the future. I follow patterns. That'd be a dog ass grift, though. It'll be a dog ass grift. That motherfucker can see the future. How do you do it? It's a secret. If I tell you, you have to become one of my servants for a year. Clapping the shit out of her cheeks like this is a sexual ritual. Tear it up. And then she'll know all the secrets of the future. She'll be like, wait a minute, nigga, this is pattern recognition. Exactly. You now the student has become the master. I want my money back. Oh no, baby, you went too deep. She gonna try to run and the guards gonna pull the motherfucking spears at the door like a medieval movie and shit. It's gonna motherfucking barricade the door. She gonna go under that. I'm gonna let her leave. It was a fun year. Starts this Friday. Rated TVMA. Hurricane, you stupid. But anyway, let's keep going. I need help.
Christmas tree, where are you?
I'm in Marylebone, Steve. It is beautiful here. It's very chilly, but it is.
You know, I got you, Martin.
Last night I was just down in Oxford Street and all the Christmas lights. London really is a beautiful city at this time of year.
Yeah, they know how to do it. What's Andrew Mountbatten wins? What's the latest on Andrew? I saw that that place he'd been living in is basically being trashed. It might cost $1 million to fix it up.
Yes, well, it seems that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has not been keeping his royal estate up to the level that it should be, and it's become very dilapidated, Steve. Now,
yeah, show me your papers. That's all that is. Show me your papers. They doing that shit here with the immigrants and the Somalians. Show me your papers. This is all Nazi shit. This is wild. This is motherfucking wild. That's right. But it ain't over. We got some news for you.
he was looking at perhaps getting £500,000 because he is going to leave the premises prematurely, as we know. He said that he's going to leave, but it's on the condition that the estate is kept in good condition. And it's emerged that it is in very poor condition. So he has just got mounting woes out, Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, from this property, and he's got 12 months to do so. But it's expected, Steve, he will move out in the new year and move to Sandringham after Christmas, because they will not want the royal family, that awkward exchange, if Andrew's up in Sandringham when they have their traditional annual Christmas celebrations there.
So the prince fucked up his crib, or like didn't keep the maintenance up on his crib, and is supposed to be giving up his crib because he moving somewhere else, but he got to return it to the royal family, and the royal family don't want that piece of shit unless it's fixed. I'm surprised that's even fucking news. I'm sorry. But the real news was the beginning of upgrade the fucking security and the police to track alleged criminals and suspects instead of going after the motherfuckers that y'all let out improperly. That shit pisses me off. No one is safe. No one is fucking safe. And yet, they say that AI is more quick and efficient and smarter. Yeah, you just let out some fucking criminals. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm surprised that bitch ain't burned out yet. But it's going to happen. It's going to make the people upset, and they're going to have no choice but to defend themselves. Because I think these criminals are probably put in place to attack the protesters that's against the digital ID. And they out there being chaos agents. That's what I think also. That's another theory. They could be chaos agents. Go out there, attack some random civilians and attack some protesters that's against the digital ID. Create the fight. We bring out the frequency weapons and disperse y'all fuckers and lock y'all both up. It's fucking wild. But it's not too far off. And if somebody was behind the computer to let those motherfuckers out, somebody should get fired. Somebody should get fucking fired. Fired. And never work in parliament again. Because you just put a whole bunch of people's lives at risk. Or businesses at stake from robbery. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, who knows, man? Who knows what's about to happen right now? After this, man, I don't know the gun laws in the UK, but just arm yourself. As a matter of fact, I think they took away the guns. I think they got these knife laws shit, right? You know how the game go over there in the UK. It's about the knives. I think it's about the knives. Or maybe I'm tripping. But just protect yourself, Vonta. I know you over there in the UK. You know, protect yourself and keep that sniper polish, baby. Keep my sniper polish. Keep it by the window. Keep that sniper by the window, pal. But 9:21. Hope you're having a lovely night. I hope you're having a good Friday high day. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to stop through. Gonna be served very well. I will have caviar and champagne on the rocks, my lady. Serve me some. I will have a grilled chicken turkey club and a side of fried rice and some broccoli. Serve me well, my lady. I can't wait. I can't wait. No, I can't wait. Ooh. Anyway. Now let's talk about Trump. Because we done with the UK. Now we got to grab our passports. We got to come back to America. America! You, America! Shine your face on me. Shine and see. R.I.P. to Ray Charles. R.I.P. to Ray motherfucking Charles.
What in the world are you doing, Donald? Donald Trump is crashing out
Donald
on
Bluff.
Friday morning. We've learned that he has now fired the architect of the Golden Ballroom that he's building after demolishing the East Wing. More on that in a bit. We learned that the CDC vaccine panel has now removed the recommendation for children at birth to get the hepatitis B vaccine. We're learning that the FBI was caught providing chaperones to Kash Patel's girlfriend's friends when they go out and having to give them rides as ordered by Kash Patel. There's much more I want to talk about, but what's Donald Trump doing this morning as his regime is collapsing? He made a peace prize. So they have their first inaugural peace prize, and Donald Trump made them award the peace prize to himself and then had the head of FIFA hold a ceremony so Donald Trump could get the peace prize medal, like the participation medal, and he was wearing it and he was so happy, and he's like, look, I got it. This guy is utterly deranged. Do we realize how weak and pathetic he looks? I'll talk about that in just a moment as well. I just want to
That's what the fuck our president did. Hey, yo, Vonta, y'all think Stallman is something. This nigga Trump is just a full-fledged clown. The leader over here, Vonta, this motherfucker just fucked up the game of FIFA. I used to play FIFA back when I used to skip school and shit. We used to go to Wayne State and shit. You know, had an arcade area. And and FIFA was the shit. Everybody talked about FIFA. Like, everybody's still probably playing FIFA right now. You know what I'm saying? FIFA is the shit. Now you went to the organization, yo, make me a motherfucking medal or some shit. Praise me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here you go. I'm gonna get that money right, Mr. Trump. Yes, you gonna get the money. I need you to make me a medal and talk great shit about me, so I can feel good about myself, even though I know I'm fucking up. I need somebody to say something nice about me.
The Midas Touch Network are on our way to 6 million subscribers. That deranged maniac Donald Trump and his regime.
I am on my way to staying shadow banned. Because I talk about Trump, I don't get no play. Like I talk about this government, I don't get no play. But everybody else can talk about this motherfucker in every which way, shape, but loose, huh? Pause. But anyway, but let me talk about Trump. I'm on my way to being shadow banned, everybody. I'm on my way to being kicked off of YouTube. We survived a motherfucking 5-month, 6-month purge. Millions of people getting kicked off for no reason thanks to AI. You know. I'm on my way to 6 million. I'm on my way to being kicked off this bitch for saying the same shit you say.
Attack us almost daily. State regime media known as Fox attacks us, and all the MAGA people constantly give us death threats. We're leading all independent media. You may think you're subscribed to this channel, but you may not actually be subscribed. So please check now and hit subscribe to our YouTube channel. I want to get to 6 million subscribers this month. So here is Donald Trump at this awards.
I want to get my word across without being shadow banned, kicked off, age restricted, copyrighted, and all this other shit. Thanks. Shit.
Ceremony for a peace prize for soccer. Why are you creating a peace prize? What the hell is going on? And you'll see how happy he is to get this award. Here, play this clip.
Mr. President, and you definitely deserve the first FIFA Peace Prize for your action, for what you have obtained in your way, but you obtained it in an incredible way, and you can always count, Mr. President, on my support, on the support of the entire football community or soccer community to help you make peace and make the world prosper.
What did he do?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. The floor is all yours.
Peace man.
Thank you.
This is not a scam.
By the way, when he gets this fake medal, like, look how happy he looks. And then they talk about, this is your beautiful peace prize, Donald. And just watch him right here play this clip.
This is your peace prize. There is also a beautiful medal for you that you can wear everywhere you want to go. Right now. Okay. Let me hold. Fantastic. Excellent.
And then he gives this bizarre speech about why is it called football, and maybe soccer should be called football. Here, play this clip.
He scored 3 goals that day. So that man can play. I was pretty young at that point, and who knew this was going to happen. But when you look at what has happened to football in the United States, again, soccer in the United States, we seem to never call it that because we have a little bit of a conflict with another thing that's called football. But when you think about it, shouldn't it really be called? I mean, this is football. There's no question about it. We have to come up with another name for that. It really doesn't make sense when you think about it. It's really football. But who would have thought it would have come to a level where...
Oh, what's more deranged than that? I really don't. I mean, I'm at a loss of words for what I just showed you right there. Going back to what else happened this morning, we learned that Donald Trump fired the main architect of the Golden Ballroom. Yep, McCreary. The McCreary architects are gone because Donald Trump wanted to build that ballroom even bigger. And McCreary's like, it's already like 3 times the size of the White House. And Trump said bigger. Also, we hear that Donald Trump is, surprise, surprise, not paying his contractors. That's right. The contractors working on Trump's ballroom.
How the fuck you not paying your contractors and you motherfucker wanted to be bigger? Y'all motherfuckers wild. It's like the bitch is already bigger than the White House. Bitch, I want it bigger. Bitch, you really think you a dictating king, huh? And where's my money for the motherfucking construction for the past 2 months? You'll get that later. But didn't he pay $300 million for the ballroom? So how is he not paying the contractors? All right, this some bullshit. Like, I don't even want to investigate it, but our chances are I might. But fuck it. Let's pre-record this shit. Let's finish this.
Including McCreary Architects, Clark Construction, and AECOM did not go through the traditional government bidding process. Instead, Donald Trump told them, don't worry about it. We'll pay it in the future. You know, all those people saying that they were going to give all of these commitments, yeah, maybe some of that money hasn't come in yet. And so you've got a lot of contractors and subcontractors right now who are like, can we have our money? Donald Trump is a fraud. He can't even keep the architect of his ridiculous golden ballroom. Getting more information as well about the identity of this potential pipe bomber at the DNC and RNC. This guy, Brian Paul Jr., the suspect accused of being that January 6th pipe bomber.
Oh, they gotta bring that up.
We need to know more because everything out of this FBI, you always have to go, huh. But here's what we're learning. He apparently confessed to agents that he planted the bombs because of his support for Donald Trump, according to two people familiar with his interview. He says he's a Trumper. He bought into all the Trump conspiracies. Ironically, if you will, you know that broad pardon that Donald Trump gave to anyone who was involved in, at, or around Washington, D.C. relating to the January 6th insurrection? Well, it seems like this guy would now be covered by his support of Donald Trump based on the way Donald Trump framed that pardon. That it looks like Donald Trump could have pardoned this guy, either accidentally or intentionally. But yes, folks, he's a Trumper. They say whatever this FBI is doing, as always, you got to have a question mark.
Yeah, you got to have a question mark. You got to think about MK Ultra. You also got to think, say what I told you. This is a script. I was radicalized by Trump. Like, God damn, nobody can be radicalized by me, though. Ain't that a bitch, huh? Because my shit is real. A real revolution. This shit is a fucking psyop.
Because additional great reporting from MS Now and Washington Post talking about FBI Director Kash Patel on more than one occasion ordered that the security detail protecting his girlfriend escort one of her allegedly inebriated friends home after a night of partying in Nashville. Must be nice, right? Like, while we, the people, are suffering under this Trump regime, while Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, if they even are getting that paycheck, are psychologically tortured by what this regime is doing as everything is more expensive, less affordable. Yeah, you've got Kash Patel flying around in private jets paid for by the taxpayers. Donald Trump giving himself peace prizes has there ever been, seriously. And then MAGA Mike goes, MAGA Mike was giving interviews this morning. I'll show you the MAGA Mike headlines from this morning in just a moment. But MAGA Mike was like, we've had the most productive Congress in history. We've never been more productive. Here's what MAGA Mike has to say. Here, play this clip.
If we stay unified, there is absolutely nothing that we can't achieve. But we've already demonstrated that in this Congress. We've had one of the most productive Congresses in the history of the institution. You need the president to get on the phone to some reluctant GOP members in the House and say, come on. It's been very helpful. Families tax cut, other things where you have 2 or 3 or 4 holdouts, which I can't afford. And remember, in previous years, speakers had 25, 30, 40 seat majorities. I have a razor thin majority. I have to get every single Republican on most days. And so it takes a lot of work. But we're going to get there. Get there.
Just take a look at MAGA Mike Johnson's press clips from to keep concerns private after Kamala Harris. Johnson struggles to keep control of the House floor. Can Johnson survive until the midterms? Johnson faces growing frustration from Republicans as key issues expose risk. The funny thing is that there's so much corporate media that would always be like, oh, Midas Touch, your headlines are so hyperbolic and okay, we're just calling out what's going on in this regime. And your headlines look an awful lot like the way our headlines looked 3 months ago when we were calling all this out. By the way,
and I've been calling out this shit for years. I've been calling out this shit for years. Shout out to Comic Brandon. What up, though, bro? Hey, yo! Comic Brandon in the building. What's good? You keep on forgetting. Only when it's Detroit After Dark. When it's Detroit After Dark, then I'm that guy. I will own it with his Detroit After Dark. Otherwise, I'm the fucking hurricane, the motherfucking style master, revolutionary podcaster. Damn, bars. Oh, shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm going to use that. I might make an intro to the Fuck the Government podcast. I got to make a Detroit After Dark rap. But shouts out the comic, man. Make sure y'all go to his channel, watch him play Metal Gear, man. Metal Gear is one of the greatest games of all time. It's one of my top 5 favorite franchises. Yep. Dead or Alive, Metal Gear, Final Fantasy. Siphon Filter. Yep. People sleep on Siphon Filter. People sleep on Siphon Filter. But it's a great motherfucking game. And Resident
Subscribe to
Evil.
this YouTube channel.
And I can't forget about Resident Evil. You know what I'm saying? Resident Evil is the shit. Greatest franchise ever. Resident Evil, Metal Gear, Final Fantasy. Top 3 all day. Dead or Alive. And Tekken is a great franchise. And, you know, yeah, you already know what it is. Shouts out to the franchise.
Like 2, 3, 6 months, sometimes years ahead of what corporate news is reporting on based on our sourcing and research. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And again, as I mentioned, this
You never played the Siphon Filter? Oh my God, you gotta play that shit. But you know, nah, it's all good because Metal Gear Solid 1 is on PlayStation. But yeah, but like Siphon Filter is like a cousin to Metal Gear. You know, and plus I you know, and the storyline is realistic. It's biochemical warfare, governments, paramilitary groups, you know, like, you know, it's all about making sure the fucking virus don't get out into the world. You know what I'm saying? It's also, you know, oh man, the fucking game is great. I hate that it ended on a fucking cliffhanger because when it gets to route, you know, and then they come out with I think it was Dark Mirror and I think Logan Shadows. But the first 3 Siphon Filters are on PlayStation. Siphon Filter 1, 2, and 3. Siphon Filter 2 changed the game. You're gonna love 2. You're gonna love part 2. You're gonna love part 2. Part 2 was lit. Part 2 was lit like a motherfucker. Oh yeah, nigga, Tekken Tag was the truth. Tekken Tag was the truth. Yep, Tekken Tag is why the world is divided. Man, real shit. I played Tekken all the way up until the Dreamcast came out. But I made sure I motherfucking went back to Tekken. But like once I saw Dead or Alive 2 for the first time, and it was on Dreamcast, and I'm like, this shit, it looks realistic as fuck. I'm like, and plus, my uncle had the surround sound and shit. So it's like you could feel the hits. It was vibrating the whole goddamn house. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, this game is cold. And playing on the big screen too. So it's like, man, this shit was lit. That shit was lit. Like, it was just something about the freedom of that game. But I got a feeling my shit about to say, try again, goddamn. Do I sound like a robot? You already know. Soul Calibur 2, greatest shit ever. Greatest shit ever. You know, like I played the first Soul Calibur in the arcade, but I wasn't digging the first one. But when it came out with part 2, I was like, now I'm fucking with it. But the only reason why I didn't fuck with Soul Calibur was because there was a game called Bushido Blade. I'm talking about, the shit was like a realistic samurai game. There is no health bar. No health bar. It's just like a point system. You know what I'm saying? And I guess like whoever you're fighting against, you're telling them to pass the controller. If you died 3 times or whatever. But it was so realistic. And I'm like, dog, check out Bushido Blade 2. I never played the first one. But Bushido Blade 2, man, dog, the shit was crazy. It's very atmospheric. And you battle with different sword styles. The double sword, broadsword, short sword, spear. You know, it was crazy. You remember Bushido Blade? You remember Cypher Filter? That's what's up. That's what's up. Everybody remember that part 2 came out. Part 2 came out, and they added that multiplayer. We was battling friends and family all fucking day in that motherfucking game. Yup.
Vaccine Advisory Board, ACIP, they voted to end the long-standing recommendation that newborns receive the hepatitis B vaccine, the most significant change to the childhood immunization schedule under Health Secretary or Anti-Health Secretary.
One, kids shouldn't be injected with anything, period, at all. You clean them up. I mean, cut the umbilical cord, clean them up. And give them some healing herbs and shit. We need that Saiyan space pod motherfucking energy trainer and some motherfuckers, because the pharmaceuticals are killing us. Why do I hear hepatitis B vaccine and babies in the same sentence? Why do I hear that? Why? Like, why? Just like the Food and Drug Administration. Why does food and drugs need to be in the same goddamn sentence together? Like, the shit crazy. That shit crazy, son.
Robert Kennedy Jr. Now, Bill Cassidy, who's a former physician, senator, who chairs the health committee in the Senate. He's the one who allowed all of this to take place by allowing RFK to become the head of the Department of Health and Human Services. He goes, as a liver doctor who has treated patients with hepatitis B for decades, this change to the vaccine schedule is a mistake. The hepatitis B vaccine is safe and effective. The birth dose is a recommendation, not a mandate. Before the birth dose was recommended, 20,000 newborns a year were infected with hepatitis B. Now it's fewer than 20. Ending the recommendation for newborns makes it more likely the number of cases will begin to increase again. This makes America sicker. Acting CDC Director O'Neill should not sign these new recommendations and instead retain the current evidence-based approach. What are you talking about? This is your crew. This is your crew, Cassidy. These are the people that you wanted to kill the American people. Shame on you, because your entire legacy as a doctor is one of medical malpractice and killing people as a result of what you've done by allowing RFK to take this position. Now, what's Donald Trump doing in addition to giving himself fake Peace Prize awards? Here's what he posted. I've just approved tiny cars to be built in America. Manufacturers have long wanted to do this, just like they are so successfully built in other countries.
Now, remember I said that this world is like a stupidity, idiocracy, dystopian future, or something along that line? No, I said we live in a dystopian idiocracy. This motherfucker just talking about them tiny cars. Guess what the size of the cars was in idiocracy, people? Game over, man. Game over. Tiny cars. Get ready. Everybody gonna be driving in Steve Urkel cars in this bitch. We're gonna be driving the same cars as Idiocracy. We're gonna be driving the same cars from Total Recall, the original Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're gonna be driving those same bullshitters that Steve Urkel was driving in Family Matters. It's a wrap. Welcome to the dystopia Idiocracy. It's over.
Oh my God, he's so tiny. Cars. Who did you
Johnny Cab
this morning while you were firing your architect for the Golden Bowl?
Everybody's driving Johnny Cabs.
Oh my Give this guy a tiny car medal. Hey, Mr. Toyota. Hey, Mr. Toyota. You want to create an award ceremony that Donald Trump, the first person to come up with the idea of tiny cars,
Johnny.
everybody, and just watch he rants and raves like
Yeah, everybody get a Johnny cab. This shit is gonna be crazy. Like it'll destroy the whole motherfucking it'll destroy the whole looking down on the motherfucking system. Because like once they come out with this shit, there's gonna be no gas power shit. Everybody that got a car that come out from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s to now, like let's just say like if they started now or some shit, or maybe like 10 years from now, all the cars is officially antiques now. A car dealership is a museum now. Yeah, we used to drive them. Oh, yes, I miss my old Lincoln. Niggas gonna remember the old commercial. I'm gonna buy me a Chevrolet and cruise it up and down the road. Niggas gonna reminisce about old John Allen commercials. What's that nigga name again? No, Alan Jackson. Was it Alan Jackson? I think it was Alan Jackson. That nigga sold his soul to every commercial that said sing that shit for my song. I heard that song on 3 different commercials. I'm gonna buy me a Mercury cruising up and down the road. I was like, wait a minute, I was just singing Chevrolet. What, you just sold your soul? I'm gonna buy me a Chevrolet cruising up and down the road. That nigga's like, shit, whoever offered me the most, I'll see the goddamn song. I don't give a fuck. What happened to the cars that don't sell? No, they're gonna try to motherfucking they're gonna try to ban fossil fuels or some shit and make everything go electric and shit. But if they do that shit, just know we're gonna have to hire new firefighters, because electric fires is a lot different from the fires that these motherfuckers used to dealing with. Nigga, we gonna be seeing blue and green flames everywhere. This shit gonna look like the Green Goblin from Spider-Man chamber and shit. It's gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad. Fire about to look different. It's about to be electric sparks killing firemen and shit. Niggas gotta wear extra armor and body armor. They got bad dog. It's gonna be a wrap for the new shit. I can't wait till a data center blow up. I can't wait to see one blow up. I want to blow one up. Pause. And allegedly. Niggas shoot up a data center real quick. Like, how the flames look at this bitch? Is it blue or green? All the dealership in the hundreds of cars. I know they don't sell them. Yeah, right. For real. They wildin'.
This morning too. The Democrats' #1 policy push is the complete and total obliteration of our great United States Supreme Court. They will do this on their very first day in office through the simple termination of the filibuster. Should they win in the upcoming election, the radical left Democrats are looking for 21 justices, and then all of Trump's like MAGA cult are like traitors, treason, let the tribunals begin. Like, dude, these are some sick.
Like, let the tribunals begin. I know the world is a stage and it's evil versus evil. But goddamn, I love the infighting that they're having. I love the infighting. This shit is fucking hilarious. Both of y'all motherfuckers are evil. 2 wings of the same goddamn bird. How can you fly? How can you flap the wings and fly when you're smacking yourself in the goddamn face? The bird, the American eagle, is on the ground flopping around, slapping itself. That's what I love about this, because I see the metaphorical symbolism, and it's fucking hilarious to me. It's fucking hilarious to me. Why they just don't fight it out like the niggas across the world do? Don't niggas be in that motherfucking Congress room throwing balls, nigga. I watch a nigga walk in the room, throw some water on a bitch. Nigga start swinging on her. I was like, damn. There we go. Whoa.
Speaking of sick people, Kevin Hassett, Donald Trump's national economic advisor, he was asked, so when do things get more affordable, Hassett? Just give us some time. Give us some time. It's coming. You'll play this clip under Joe Biden. So we're making progress, but it's going to take a little bit more time to get the hole that Biden to be completely filled. But we're going to do it. We're highly confident we're going to do it. And the numbers that you and I have been talking about this morning highlight why people should be so optimistic that we'll be successful.
Absolutely.
And you have MAGA Republican Congressmember Jason Smith on CNBC, and even the CNBC Joe Kiernan guy, the MAGA guy's like, so do you guys have a healthcare plan? Watch what he says here. Here, play this clip.
There's things that was Mike Johnson. Is he saying that they have a plan? The speaker? Yesterday, he said that we're working on a plan. What do you think, Andrew? You got
You're doing great.
Really? Yeah. I'm trying to be down the middle. I say I'm going to blame both. Yeah, so it is planful on both sides.
Yeah.
Well, okay. He's not going to really say anything. He's just going to say what he said. Is that what you're saying? You're looking at me saying what he said? Exactly. Okay. We got to go, Mr. Chair. We hope you come back.
One more clip for you of Kevin Hassett talking about Donald Trump, the best communicator ever. He says, "Here, play this clip."
I mean, there have been so many wins to talk about that I think it's just going to be a great time. He's the best communicator I've ever seen. It's going to be a great time for him to go out there and just talk about, like, we can say one thing that we got 18 trillion.
That's why they did a Second Amendment.
We've actually got the groundbreakings that we could report on. And so I think that people are going to be really impressed with the progress they're making. And it's going to be very, very impressive data as well. And
no, it's not.
Because the president is on fast forward and he's solving, it seems, all the world's problems, stopping wars and everything else.
That nigga ain't stopping shit, nigga. What I see is more trickle down economics. Rich get rich, poor get poor. You know the game. Same shit, different pile. Same shit, different characters.
Yeah.
Same shit. Different regime.
Yeah, though.
But all regimes fall under the empire. The monetary system will collapse, and it's already collapsed. It just haven't been publicized yet. Let's go. Keep going.
That it's time now to spend a little bit of time reminding people about all the progress we've made on the economy, and that's what he's going to do.
I'll leave you with this. Dan Bongino, Deputy FBI Director. Did you hear what he said on Fox, on State Regime Media, which calls itself Fox? So as it relates to the pipe bomber, when he was a podcaster, Bongino was saying that this is a massive cover-up. This must be someone anti-Trump or an insider job. Well, we know it's a Trumper. No, it's one of Trump's people in connection with January 6th is what we're getting. So what are you going to say about that, Bongino? So Bongino goes, I used to just get paid to post these things. And now that I'm the Deputy FBI Director, I can't just say I can't just spread all of these deranged conspiracies.
Fuck Bongino.
No, I don't know if you remember this. This is before you became the Deputy FBI Director. You put a post on X right after this happened. And you said there's a massive cover-up because the person that planted those pipe bombs, they don't want you to know who it is because it's either a connected anti-Trump insider or an inside job. You said that, long before you even thought of as Deputy FBI Director. Yeah, that's why I said to you this.
You take a deep breath before you speak. You took a deep breath before you spoke.
Again, legal process starts to surface and information, facts start to come out. The public's going to be very comfortable with the investigation that was conducted under Director Patel and his leadership. And he's been great on this. But I don't want to, listen, I was paid in the past, Sean, for my opinions. That's clear. And one day I'll be back in that space. But that's not what I'm paid for now. I'm paid to be your deputy director. And we base investigations on facts. And, it was interesting. I was looking out in the crowd today at the presser. And I saw a couple of media figures who you and I both know who believe in the other scandal, the collusion hoax. And I thought to myself, the difference between us and them is, we evolve. As information and new inputs come out, we can produce different outputs because that's what we believe in. We believe in facts and investigations guided by facts. There were people out there in that crowd, I'm sure still believe in this collusion fairy tale hoax. So we'll see. We're going to be.
But there's FBI in the crowd too, nigga.
And I
fuck is you talking about?
I can't stop that. Leave the truck here without thanking the president. The president.
Well, that about sums up MAGA Republicans, grifters, frauds. You can fill in the blank. Thanks so much for watching.
Grifters, frauds. You can fill in the blank. Yup. And Trump said this shit too.
Donald Trump talking about how great American innovation is, and everything that he made that America invented, it was a black person that invented.
Since he was the nation that invented the light bulb, the telegraph, the television, the telephone, the computer chip, the smartphone, the GPS, the integrated circuit, and even the internet. Basically, we invented everything. What is life? We invented everything.
No, not even did all that. We innovate and create everything. We've invented the ice cream scoop, ice cream, the
Dating the husband, I found that out like a couple
the alarm system, macaroni and cheese, plasma, the hot comb. There's a list of so many inventions and creations by Black people.
What is life? We invented everything.
You ain't invent shit, Trump. You kicked us out of those apartments that you made, you motherfucker. We ain't forget about that. And we ain't forget about your family, motherfucker. Fuck you, Trump. This nigga, fuck Trump. Bottle bluff. Now, let's talk about this rich bitch, Jeff Bezos. Though David's on the chopping block, too. Thought I wasn't gonna get no billionaire today.
Breaking news. Jeff Bezos and his wife is trying to give millions of dollars to homelesses. How much? $102.5 million to organizations combating homelessness. It ain't really too many organizations combating homelessness. So some of these people are going to be taking this money and putting it right in their fucking pocket. Because there's not places that's combating homelessness, especially not in fucking Detroit. They look at places. They had a couple places and they don't even take care of their people. It's like fucked up buildings, people getting sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not combating homelessness. This is some bullshit to me. Because every time these so-called philanthropists, so-called giveaway money, the fucking people don't get shit. The fucking city gets that money and they motherfucking put some shit in their pocket and try to give the rest to some motherfucking shit that's left. He's a philanthropist. He ain't really checking on everything.
Right, though, it's
checking on everything.
Exactly.
He's gonna oversee it and make sure shit gets to the homeless and there be a change. No. But I'm about to read this shit. It's Giving Tuesday. Well, like, this was back on Tuesday. And one of the world's wealthiest couples has made a major gift to help combat homelessness in the U.S. And plus another thing, bitch, this ain't going to save you from what real people are going to do to y'all evil billionaire motherfuckers. Like, real shit. Real shit. Y'all rich motherfuckers could be combating homelessness every fucking day. Y'all have money to fucking blow. $102.5 million is a drop in the bucket to Jeff Bezos. Across the country, my ass. So what, like each state getting like 20 million or something? Or each state getting 5 million, 2 million? The fuck out of here, man. They ain't about to combat homelessness, nigga. They about to put that shit in their fucking pocket. But anyway, the Bezos, his wife, is like, announced Monday the couple had donated $102.5 million in grants among 32 nonprofits across the country. And I bet none of those nonprofits are here in Detroit. None of them. The gifts are part of the Bezos Day One Families Fund, bullshit, which has donated more than $850 million to organizations in all 50 states: Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, Guam. Oh, yeah, Washington, D.C. really needs it, huh? Yeah, right. Puerto Rico, Guam. They say founded in 2018, the Day One Families Fund made a $2 billion commitment to focus on making donations to existing nonprofits helping families who are experiencing homelessness. They don't help families. These shelters, they separate families. Now, I remember back in the day, like they used to let couples come to a shelter, but then they separated and have all men shelters and have all women shelters. The men's shelters get treated like shit. The female shelters don't really help motherfuckers anyway. I'm talking about like you really gotta really truly collect yourself and be like, I'm about to focus on getting my life together. But no. Most motherfuckers just get there and they get comfortable. It's like they get brainwashed and they get stuck and stagnant. And it's like there's no help in these shelters. None. Separate the family and give both people nothing. No programs to help you out, no nothing. You gotta motherfucking be in that shelter for a minute. Go look for a job. You get that job, you gotta stack your bread and then find a way to get that shelter on your own. That's what I saw. Now, it's saying the building and operating a network of new tuition-free preschool in under-resourced communities. Okay, under-resourced communities, that means Black communities. Go ahead and just say it. The Bezos have issued a round of grants each year since 2018. Nigga, I ain't see Detroit get shit since 2018. Sanchez, okay, it's a Sanchez Bezos recounted meeting families benefited from local organizations to which the Bezos Day One Families Fund offered grants, like Community of Hope in Washington, D.C. She told a Good Morning America when she visited Community of Hope, she met one woman who had been kicked out of her home with her infant daughter. See, it's always a woman, but like, what about the men? But the organization took her in for the night, gave her a bed with sheets and a locked door. It brought tears to my eyes seeing this little baby and seeing her flourish. Sanchez Bezos said, selfishly, it fills my heart meeting these families. It really does. Bitch, no, it don't. Quit lying. Y'all know that motherfucker said that we was gonna eat the rich because we ain't getting shit. This shit don't change nothing. Community of Hope received 2 grants from Bezos Day One Families Fund, $3.75 million grant in 2023, and a $5 billion grant in 2018. The grants can be used however the organization see fit. Exactly. It can be used how the organization see fit. That means they're not overseeing the shit. Here, take this money and put it in your pocket. Act like you're giving people something, but you ain't really giving them shit. It makes huge impact because places like Community of Hope can do what they want to do with it, like buy them sheets, buy the kids toys, buy them outfits to wear. How about build programs so motherfuckers can get jobs and housing? Fuck buying sheets and toys and shit. That's mandatory. You know, like to keep the shelter up. You know, like pay for the upkeep of the shelter and pay for programs so motherfuckers can to get out of that motherfucking shelter. But the goal is to keep motherfuckers in so you can have a name and social security number. Whatever the fuck y'all doing with those names. Y'all think I don't know what the fuck going on. Shit, I do. It say all of the things that we as moms take for granted, Sanchez Bezos said, but they are really important to get them moving in the right direction. Okay, Bezos philanthropic style. Man, I hate that word philanthropy. It say Bezos and Bezos Day One Families Fund has a group of advisors each year to help them choose where to donate. Yeah, to help them choose where to donate. Yeah, donate here, donate there, donate here. Make sure niggas don't get shit. This year, the group of advisors include leaders from organizations including consulting groups, nonprofit organizations, as well as the National Alliance to End Homelessness. Yeah, but yeah, this National Alliance to End Homelessness need to all get fucking fired. They know what these communities need, and yet they don't get it. This is just the beginning. It is a $2 billion commitment, and we're going to continue doing it. In 2022, Bezos took a page out of Microsoft founder Bill Gates. Boo, you the one that promoted the scamdemic, you bitch ass nigga, vowing to give away the majority of his wealth, currently $256 billion during his lifetime. At the time, he admitted that would be a tall risk. No, the fuck it won't. Y'all motherfuckers are the richest motherfuckers on the planet, nigga, and yet we still have homelessness. Get the fuck out of here. Have these organizations to combat homelessness, but y'all not helping shit. What is y'all doing with this money? Y'all doing nothing. Y'all could use this money to open up programs and help the fucking homeless. The hard part is figuring out how to do it in a leveled way. He told CNN it's not easy, but the Bezos Family Day One Fund, the Bezos Earth Fund, the Bezos Courage and Civility Award, among other gifts, at least give some structure to their giving plan. Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, has arguably been the biggest name in philanthropy this year, making major gifts to organizations focused on DEI, disaster recovery, and education. None of that shit. No, none of that shit worked. In the past 5 years, Scott has donated more than $20 billion making her one of the world's most generous philanthropists alongside Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, and Warren Buffett and the Scott's organization. Period. Scott's organization, Yield Giving, has donated more than $19.25 billion, but that doesn't yet reflect this year's gifts. It doesn't reflect the homeless of shit changing. Like, what the fuck? Ain't nothing fucking changed. Hashtag fuck these billionaires.
For real. Nothing changed. Now we on the last one. Let's get it. This is Kurt Meltzer. And some other guys.
Explosions of Israel, you're allowed to look at it from World War II. Yeah. You sit there like an old man because that's the program. Is you sit there and relive. Remember the last war we won? That one, World War II? Remember all the other ones we have not won? Yeah. So that's why. Let's just talk about that one supposed win. That I'm starting to wonder if we did win it because the sheer volume of Nazis that came over and seemed to have run everything. That's why Israel is doing a blackmail thing. And that's why Israel bombed USS Liberty. And that's why they're really not our friends, because they probably know we brought all those Nazis here and also sponsored the Nazis. And
it makes you think. Did the Nazis really win? Because we brought those motherfuckers over here and made NASA. Got neo-Nazi groups in this country. Did we really win? Or was there some type of agreement? There's a conspiracy that Hitler died later, like around the 70s or 80s or some shit. Did we really win, or was this all a game? Just like the Revolutionary War. They say we won, but like, did we really win? Because there's some rumors that Benjamin Franklin was not only a fucking high-ranking Mason that was playing both sides of the war, but he was also a secret agent. I think it's Agent 42 or some shit. And the war ended because motherfuckers agreed upon some shit. So I don't know. I need to look more deeper into it. But yo, the world is a fucking stage, people.
Invented eugenics. And but Israel's also into that, so that's cool. Let's see how we get along.
That's the thing, is how do they, I guess you go from
DNA tests are illegal there.
In Israel?
Yeah. What? Yeah, why isn't that an odd thing? Why would that be necessary?
Why would that be necessary? Wait,
I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. I'm not going into conspiracy.
Yeah, hold on, wait, nothing there. Yeah. What is up with not being able?
You know why? Because Netanyahu's real name is Wilkonsky. That's why. Again, I don't actually. What does that mean? He's a Polish guy from and not Polish like he's American.
So you're saying that they have the people that are in that area have no DNA connection?
A bunch of people have a DNA connection, but look, all the cover up. Again, I'm not.
DNA
connection. A bunch of people have a DNA connection, but look, all the cover up. Again, I'm like Israel can exist. You know, does Israel have a right to exist?
Of course,
it does exist. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So
you have to allow it.
And I'm not proposing any kind of peace. Go wade into like, well, you have to return to the border. I'm not getting into any of that. I just know that carpet bombing civilians in an enclosed area is a crime according to concentration camps.
Yeah.
I don't call it a genocide. Okay, you understand that? Right. The Nuremberg laws do.
Exactly.
Those are laws they made because that's what they made. The Hannibal Directive is.
No, is that a band?
Well, I'm going to tell people this when they ask. But no, that is in Israel. If they get taken hostage, the IDF has orders to kill the Israeli hostage.
Damn.
But they didn't want to deal with the hassle of you being a hostage. So I don't know if you know about October, whatever day it was, 7th. Yeah, remember all the blown up cars and all that shit?
You mean the Hamas attack?
Yeah, we think Hamas blew up all them cars with hang glider weaponry? No, they issued the oh, here we go.
Oh, wow, okay.
By the way, the Hannibal Directive is used on civilians, 100%. And anyway, wait a minute. So the order was given. A lot of people are interested in military anyway, but That's how there was so many casualties, because they were there going in there to get hostage. The reason they were doing that, by the way, besides, that's what he wanted. He like 9/11 his own country, basically. But he knew about it. Of course, he paid them. I mean, a bunch of people now are gonna pretend like him, but dude, I already lived through one where we all pretended to not notice I didn't pretend. I didn't notice the things that were wrong with the story.
You actually didn't know. You weren't aware.
I wasn't gonna hear it neither, by the way. Like, honestly, guys, Tony brought Tower 7 to me. I don't know. I'm like, what? I didn't even know there was 3 buildings that collapsed. You understand that? I live in New York.
Hey, you didn't know that?
Maybe I did. I'm like, what? Shut up. So, you tell me about it. Shut up. We were all racially united in the city of New York.
Yeah.
We're gonna blow up some toilet paper hat people.
Exactly right.
And I mean, like that, dude. And I mean, just so like.
So was that the first conspiracy, like the 9/11? Was that the first thing that kind of opened your mind?
No.
Oh, really?
No. What was it? I didn't open my mind. I was like, let's go blow up some people.
Right. Oh no, I mean, when you actually found out the truth
Right.
behind 9/11.
Listen, conspiracy is not like the world of magic, okay? It's either you did a crime or not. Right. The way everybody says that shit is so dumb. I don't even know how to, like I say it every time, I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Well, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I have to be on a news show. So because by the way, all that shit I just said is just normal land news that's not from space.
It's not conspiracy at all. It's facts, right? But people try to label it as conspiracy to.
I'll tell you anything, but I don't.
Yeah, dog, that's crazy. We putting out facts and they still calling us conspiracy theorists. That's the crazy shit. I'm like, what? Nigga, this shit is public fucking knowledge. But yeah, y'all, you're a conspiracy theorist. You've been radicalized. Like, dude. I'm putting out facts, and yet I'm a conspiracy theorist. Okay.
I'm not a researcher, and you do a lot of reading. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not. I want to make this clear. It's no. Anybody could do the same. Whatever you could read in 15 minutes, take it amount of research.
It was immediately after that there were conspiracy theories, right? Like, how long did it take?
Oh well, Alex Jones called everything ahead of time.
Yeah,
by the way.
I think I was right. Of course, yeah, a lot of stuff.
He has a better hit rate than any respected legacy.
Except for that one thing, you're right. It's pretty.
And that one thing, he didn't say it. People called in with that.
Right.
So he platformed it.
Yes.
If you look at what happened with that, I'm on his side. And also, his final settlement he owed is something in the trillions.
His what?
He owes $1 trillion or some crazy. It was just $1 billion. But I'm looking at him wait, $2 trillion. It's like they sued him for the amount of money that we lost track of a couple of times in my lifetime.
Oh, you mean
we can't account for $2 trillion? I think they're trying. So that is such an abuse of.
Making a false game.
Really, you think that's a good judgment? $1 billion. The people that. I can't give any other crimes by somebody or screw ups where someone had a judgment like that.
Right.
Like when they made up, the weapons of mass destruction, which if you want to say a conspiracy, that one didn't turn out to didn't really pan out to.
Right. That ain't panning out too good.
Wealth inequality has gotten so bad.
Talk about motherfucking weapons of mass destruction. Shout out to JVJ. JVJ went over there and fought that war. He fought that war. Didn't find shit. Nothing. Nothing was over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the JVJ Network and Let's Talk with JVJ. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. It's the Friday night show. So I'm gonna be vortex manipulating 2 places at once. You already know. Because I'm going to be served by the lovely ladies. Holodeck 3 feeding me grapes. Hold on. Oh shit. Where the fuck I was going? Focus, Kane, focus. Okay, shout out to Vanta. It's gonna be a great night tonight. But anyway, right, turn the freaking frogs gay.
People say we're in like a second Gilded Age. It might be even. Well, not only that, the military it's going up by $6 billion for the military. So none of the cuts are real. All it is those departments are going away, right? Right. Which they never should have been a thing. Okay, DI should have never been a thing. Equity and equality are not the same thing. More anyway. I don't even know who I'm talking to. Just in general, though, like these motherfuckers. I didn't make up these stupid words. Okay, like woke and platforming. Yeah, and then they do this gaslight. They go, "Oh, what are you? I'm so sick of hearing about."
Oh yeah.
Oh, are you? Me too. You're sick of it. I don't know why I made that word up and inflicted it on everyone for many years. Yeah, it's you know why? Because it settled science to them, and so the whole gaslighting is, oh, it's boring to even talk about. This is just how it is now. There, this is how it is. Move on. You. October 7th killed woke. Hamas is what really killed woke. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, woke. It was Hamas. Because that's the day, like the ADL. By the way, the ADL signed off on that Nazi that Jon Stewart hung the medal on. Right. They go, it's okay. These all aren't Nazis anymore. So that's why we suddenly, like, you know, your regular people probably never knew how any of this works. They don't watch. But the people that are like journalist level smart, because all these assholes were all reporting how Ukraine's filled with Nazis until, like, all of a sudden the war stuff. Not even allowed to say the name of a crime now. This is greater censorship than back in the Howard Stern versus the FCC days. Everybody I know that's got a channel has to make up another language to say words. I know, I've been noticing that. Yeah, so everybody goes, oh, you do mind control. Really? They did all this and none of you are, oh, you're like, well, I got to earn a living, so I'm going to get bleeped and but. So it's real easy to control people here. I don't know.
I got to earn a living. So I'm going to change my words up. Oh, yeah. They hit us with the soft censorship. Yep. I remember where it all started. It all started when the scamdemic started. We couldn't say vaccine. We couldn't say COVID. I was like, lethal injection, Resident Evil virus, the C virus. We have to speak in code. We have to speak in motherfucking code. That's soft censorship right there.
How people haven't noticed it? I think they are, though. The libs look down on the conservatives. They think they're all idiots. They flip classes. The conservatives look down on the libs. They think they're all idiots. I think that's a big problem, which is like, I don't think anyone's a moron, but I think what we are seeing is a swath of people completely propagandized. Yes, we call mind control. So we're seeing a mind-controlled population. It worked. That doesn't mean it's dumb. The same way when you hear conspiracy theory, which was invented by the CIA, who's the Dulles brothers, like the Coen brothers of Satan. They invented the term conspiracy theory. Yeah, they put it out in the media. What do you think is a better term for it? What's a better term for it? I don't know, but I know in court you can't go, Your Honor, that when you're, on trial for conspiracy to murder, what do you go? That's a conspiracy. Right. So, but the term is when someone says it, generally, it's like you're an idiot. You've been sort of captured by irrational, paranoid delusions. Yeah, I mean, that was invented. That term, the way everyone says it, is right after JFK got killed. Right. Allen or whichever dumb shit Dulles, well, it's not dumb, but everybody else is dumb. This guy's smart. He sent, so they own the media. They have all their own reports. This is all it's public record and not a conspiracy. He came up with calling it a conspiracy theory as like a derogatory thing. And the media repeated it over and over, just like they do with every other stupid phrase you've heard. Yeah. And you just hear nothing but crap from almost every source because they are, all of them are for programming. It's North Korea, okay? So you know where you live. And the message you're getting, it is North Korea level propaganda. Okay? Actually, theirs isn't as good as ours. But it's not much of a lie. I remember reading something about Obama passing something that like allowed Americans to be propagandized, but I didn't look deeply enough into it. The way it was described to me was it'll do like ruin free speech, or he signed a thing to end free speech, and it was like because it trickled down, like the frog's gay. Alex Jones saying that's a real thing that you being described in like kind of a dumb way from microplastics.
What's crazy is what Alex Jones said was true. He is making the frogs gay, but he said it in a funny, dumb way. And motherfuckers called him crazy. Bars. This shit wild, son.
No, it's a very specific chemical that a company is dumping into the water, and it's frogs can change sex depending on if there's not enough of, that it mutilates their genitals so that they'll transform part way, but not all the way.
It like gets into it's like
it mutates their genitals, but they've been putting that into the water on purpose to do that to people because they want to program you. Obama was the worst on this free speech and not free speech and saying you don't want a butter dick on your Bud Light can. Free speech. If free speech is in being a reporter and reporting on the crimes,
right?
Your mafia government you live in does.
So this brings us back to what we were talking about originally, and this is like, I agree with you. Like everywhere you go now, if you live in a country, you're getting propagandized in some way, either by the corporations, by other countries.
That's life.
The reason it was so chilling to be in Vancouver was because what you're seeing there is like the next step. Now, can you pull up Kamala Harris talking about censoring Twitter? Look at now. So people have to understand, like, this isn't like quote conspiracy theory. They really want to implement what they're doing in Canada here. I was up in Canada, and you already kind of mentioned this before we started, but I had no idea about this. Can you pull this up, Josh?
Sure.
This is the spookiest I'd heard, things about Canada getting weird, but a Canadian was explaining this to me. Bill C-18, many Canadians access news content through digital intermediaries like Instagram, Facebook. Bill C-18 would enact the Online News Act, which proposes a regime to regulate digital platforms that act as intermediaries in Canada's news media ecosystem in order to enhance fairness in the Canadian digital news market.
I like the ecosystem, so it's like an environmental thing they're doing.
It's fairness.
Well, that was the Fairness Act they tried to pass. They may have back in when Rush Limbaugh was big, the Clintons were in office, and they were trying to pass a thing like this. But this has like way worse, as far as I know. I mean, I'm not
explain this to me, like what you do understand about it, because here's how it was explained to me. If you're Canadian and you post news, and eventually your account will be banned, even if it's just linking to the news.
Yeah, it's China.
What the fuck?
You already live in China, and they especially live in China. But okay, not just that. He's got stuff in there to go back. I'm pretty sure it's in this one, C-18. Like I said, I'm not going to really study Canadian law. That's outrageous. Although America has fallen, when I got to learn the ins and outs of Canadian law to talk about it. That's right. I'm not damn sure. But they're talking about going back in your record of tweets like for 20 years. Oh, you can get like 20 years in prison.
Okay, so
that's his proposal. So because of all the dis, and malinformation, because rather than focusing on who's right about the ultimate answer, here's what you should focus on. You will live under a system, a pyramid, if you will, a timeless pyramid of fucking slavery. And what are the pyramid bricks built out of? The perpetrator victim cycle. Yeah. And so the way we keep the pyramid timeless architecture to the pyramid, is by victimizing and then okay, so the appeal of Jesus, you don't have to think he's a real guy. Maybe he's in Tulpa or an egregore. Maybe he's that. It don't matter. Yeah. The point of Jesus is not love, forgiveness, that you can be forgiven. The concept that not only can you be forgiven, anybody who wants to be genuinely should be. And if you don't, it's harmful to you. Now, what's the point of that? To make people weak so we can have power over them? That's a story they'll tell you from a secular point of view. No, the pyramid's based on victim-perpetrator dynamics. Everyone's guilty and everyone's a victim. As this comes out, the only way we get out of this. Yeah. Now, some guy, when I was out of town and my girl sent me the Ring camera of these wiry, kind of homeless they got here, these meth head coyote dudes. Yeah. Motherfuckers coming on my porch and like they'll harass my girl. People are so passive, dude, here. It's sickening. And it's going to get worse and worse because they're like that. But I'm going to stomp this guy to death. I'm seeing this thing. I can't do nothing in a hotel. I mean, it put me in a rage, dude. He came and stole my ashtray off the porch. I was in this scumbag, and he's trying to like pull the camera off because he must have gone there before. Okay, so my instinct is not to forgive him. My instinct is to get something lethal, a taser, maybe that foam, look for him, and just practice. Because I think if the cops won't come to protect me, they ain't gonna do nothing for him. Yeah, I can not feel that way. I still can't tell you. Christ compels me not to, but I understand what the weakness is and what the structure is, and that's the point. And I think these people think of the old religion, like we made up Christ. There's like 3 or 4 of them. Oh, I'm sure there is. I think it's the Shakespeare thing, the play, and everybody's got but you audition for the role you want, and you can play that role. Right. You can play the role you want to play in the script. Yeah, and people do. But because that was written into the script by these assholes, I think it fucked them. I think they don't want you to know that. I think that they don't want you to know your rights, which is to be forgiven. Because the people in the real dark shit have done things that are so crazy, whether they wanted to or not, and they've been told you can never be forgiven now. Right. and there is no, and they do like crazy elaborate plays to little kids.
So
And then
basically, so what
bloody
you,
Jesus comes in.
so you're
Yeah.
basically what you're saying is
Forgiveness.
forgiveness
Yeah.
is the antithesis of
Like the
hierarchical
slavery
power.
system shaped like a pyramid.
For,
And that's why they're
for this to work, it requires unforgivable sins. And that creates division.
victim perpetrator
Right.
cycle forever.
Forever.
For the pyramid not to collapse. Okay, it's a very strong. You know what I mean? Like it, and it's timeless.
Yup. Timeless. And that was it. That was Kurt Meltzer. Like he be on the Jimmy Dore channel. Like he the one that be talking with Jimmy Dore. But that's Kurt Meltzer. Meltzer is Meltzer. Meltzer. And Kurt Kurt. But shouts out to everybody. Salute, salute. Much love, Levant, to my UK correspondent. Is for the government and not in a good way. Can't wait to catch you tonight. Gonna be awesome. Much love, Demi. How you doing? Salute to Eyes Wide Shut. Salute to Comic Brandon. Who else was here? Who else was here? Let me go back. Salute to D Shep. D Shep is in the building. The Enemy's Public was in the building. Big Dog Philly OG was in the building. Jordan in the building. Tony in the building. Tony Alloy. It's good. It's good. And shouts out to everybody that's going to watch on the playback. It's the For the Government podcast. I'm going to do a quick jam session after this. Just give me about maybe like 15 minutes. I got to put this plastic up. Damn, man, I got to get ready to cook in a minute too. But damn. Hold on. What time is it? It's 5:27. I don't got time. Probably give me about like 20, probably 30 minutes. Fuck it. Probably less than 20. We'll see how the game go. But this is going to look out. I'm going to have a jam session in a minute. Just trying to get all this out the way. So like when I do go live tonight, like on the JVJ network, I know he's going to go live. I don't know what he's going to talk about, but you already know it. I got to show up, say what up. And then that's my lines for the day. Yep, got to get back to the music. Got to get back to the music. You already know I'm dropping hits. Man, that feeling good is almost at 2,000. I don't know if it's at 2,000 already, but like it's pushing that 2,000 mark. Shouts out to everybody that's banging that new track that I did. That feeling good. And my other new track, Murder Mitten Lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay warm. You already know it. Hope everybody have a good time. This is the For the Government podcast, episode 52. You know what it do. This the Fuck the Government podcast. There. I need a guitar riff. We out.